All right. So now that we've pledged our allegiances to Batman or Superman.
Yep.
Where are we going?
Well, I guess I'm gonna keep going the hypothetical train.
Yeah, buddy.
But I said it's not a
Most
train.
fun train.
Doc Brown shows up with the Delorean, throws you the keys. Where are you gonna go and why?
This is a hard one.
This
I mean,
is really
you
hard.
could just pick one,
You don't have to.
You got the keys.
so you can go anywhere.
You can go anywhere, man.
We get to keep the DeLorean and go wherever.
Yeah.
So
It's
we got
ours
as
now.
many trips as we want now.
Well, you gotta, you know.
You get
We'll
as many
say
trips
it's, we'll
where
say
you-
it's Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. That way you have the Mr. Fusion on there. That way you can put food and all the crap in there
Hot
to
trash.
keep it running. So you don't have to have the capsules of radiation that you had to have in the first one.
Yeah.
So that way you can just pick up food or garbage or whatever, put it in Mr. Fusion, keep your fuel going, you're good to go. So it can fly, so it can't just drive because it's Back to the Future.
We don't
2
need roads.
DeLorean.
That's right. Where we're going,
We don't need
We don't
roads.
need-
we don't need
roads.
roads. That's a tough one, man. I don't know. I would. I think first I would go directly some like 100 years, 200 years into the
In
future.
the future, yep.
It would be the first place I go.
I don't know if I would ever want to go into the future.
I'd want to
I mean, I
go
would
far
just
enough,
out of
Just to see.
far enough to I'm dead. I don't know what's gonna happen to me,
yeah.
but I want to know what's gonna happen to the human race. You know.
I really don't because I think it's going to be too depressing.
I got to know, man. I got to know.
I'm kind of the same. I would keep going, just like a little bit, like 10 years or so, just to see what's kind of changed. And then still waiting, you know, Lexus just made a hoverboard, kind of.
Right.
So let's see how many years it takes that to where I can just have a hoverboard.
Can we take things with us in the DeLorean?
Here's where you gotta be careful.
Uh-oh.
Or
Stipulation
not
number
be
one.
careful?
That's what I'm saying though, like, you gotta be careful what you do. Like, if you go to the past, you probably don't want to mess with stuff.
Why not?
What was the thing in Enterprise? The temporal police or something like that.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? You know, temporal police right there.
Police. I'm gonna say what happens in 2. He goes and he steals the almanac, and that completely makes a whole other timeline.
Right.
Because he's took this thing, or Biff ends up getting it to make financial gain for himself, and that completely alters that entire. It's a new timeline now because it's all messed
Yeah, but
up.
just don't lose the almanac. That's all you have to do is just
Oh, I'm not
control
saying,
your shit and don't lose
Bert,
your
please don't
almanac.
go to the past.
I'm not saying that
That's where
I
I'm
wouldn't-
going.
Dang it. We're gonna see
This is the
stages.
first thing I thought about. Like, if I go into the past, I'll be like, yo, Steve Jobs, what's up? And then just like, like now I have Apple and I have all these ideas. You know, or what's up, Walt Disney? I'd like to invest in your business. You know, or take the almanac. And I totally thought about doing that. It's probably not the best idea though.
I didn't even think about like being like for using it for personal gain. I was just like, oh man, I'd like
I
to
did.
go see
I
Pink
did.
Floyd or Led Zeppelin.
Personal gain is where
Yeah.
I went to straight.
That's one of
the first thing that I thought of.
So I would probably go just to go back and see like with Pirates, man, just to see what that whole deal was like.
Dude, I've been playing that Assassin's Creed game, and I would like it, but I've been thinking about this a lot, but the pirate thing a lot, because I've been playing that game, obviously. But fuck that. I don't want to be a pirate. I mean, a pirate would be awesome.
No, I'm not saying to be a pirate, but I would just like to go.
To see what the world was like.
Yeah,
No,
check it
yeah,
out.
then that would be cool. But
Yeah.
shit on being a pirate, dude.
No,
That's like, Jeff, you and I talked about this where somebody was like, oh, the state of the world today is just so bad. It's like, no, you don't want to go back 200 years when everybody had scurvy.
And
The
died at
life-
the age of 30.
Yes,
Yeah.
the life
What's up, Steve?
expectancy was like 60 years old.
Yeah.
And like 1 out of every 3 children died at childbirth. You don't want to go back there. That's a
Today,
bad
We're
time.
pretty good today, right now.
like, hey man, don't eat that sandwich. You're
Like,
you're gone.
That slice of ham is 3 weeks old. 3 weeks? Usually keep them for 6 months. Give me that thing. Dead.
Bucky ate that and he didn't come back.
You're telling me there's food in that hole? Nah. I
Yeah.
don't have nothing to do with it.
Like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good.
That's your freezer? Fuck that. I'm getting out of here.
No, I would probably use it to just go see like all those different. I would go check out Pirates for a little bit.
Basically, like,
And
use
then
it like
go-
a-
and
like
then go
a-
check out maybe like Mr. Peabody. You know,
You use it like an amusement ride.
and go back in time and check out like medieval times, see what that's all about. Don't eat anything, but you know, hey, there's knights. They're real knights. They're not LARPers. So let's check this out for a little bit. Then I'll go way into the future to see if we finally get Jetsons, which is probably not. I don't know. We can't see that far, obviously.
I think this could be more Mad Max than Jetsons.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. His vision and his fictional future is probably way more close to anything right now.
No way, man. We're gonna end up at Star Trek. I got hope.
I want to think that,
got-
but
I got
every
hope,
time,
man.
every time that I look at society, I just think,
No,
Mad
yeah, you
Max.
gotta think. Look to the Trek.
No, I do.
No,
And everything
that's
that
what I'm saying is in that past, shit was fucked for a
yeah,
long time, and then the Vulcans came. So that's what we need.
We need the Vulcans, dude.
We need
got-
Vulcans.
we
right
have to
now.
have scientists that have enough money to build the warp drive to begin with, and they ain't got that. People are like,
You gotta think the distant future, Bert. I think you're being a little short term. You can
I
have
didn't
it.
expect this to be around that long.
I know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna implode before that.
yeah, so I'd kind of go all over the place. I don't have like a specific thing. I just
But
like-
more towards the past, towards like antiquated like pirates and
I
like,
like
the, like the really cool
I
shit.
did like I'd like to check out those for a little bit, and then like go way back, check out some dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know, I got the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean, so I can fly around. Dinosaurs can't touch that.
No.
Some.
Well, some of them could.
Well,
fly.
if I fly high enough, they can't fly in space.
yeah, but what if
Who
you?
said your DeLorean can go in
It's
space?
oh shit, I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Wait, you posed the question.
I could probably go higher their atmosphere with the DeLorean than a pterodactyl can fly though.
I,
Or I could test the limits of that, and I can do research and be like, "What's up, paleontologist?" And go back to
You need to go to the
present.
future first.
Like,
Wait,
"What's
wait.
up, paleontologist?"
You need to
That's
go
how
to
it
the future first, get some sort of breathing apparatus,
happens. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
and
yeah.
then go back to
Go
the
check
past.
out the tech in the future.
That's
That's
right.
actually
Take
a
some of
really
that
good
with
solution
me,
to that.
and then
Yeah.
go check out some dinosaurs.
Shit, I would go check out the beginning of the universe at that point. I mean, if I can like breathe in my DeLorean, just fly around some space, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would want to witness the Big Bang, but maybe right after.
There's a lot of radiation levels. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, well, I'd outfit I'd have Bruce Wayne outfit the DeLorean.
He's Bruce Wayne.
Wayne, why you want the DeLorean?
I'm trying to see the beginning of the universe.
Because he's a time traveler, you moron.
That's awesome.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I would go to the future first thing.
Jim, what'd you do?
Where I would go.
I got two things that come to mind immediately. The first thing would be I would go back to like 2000
Yeah.
and show people my iPhone. Like, hey guys, I'm from the future, and I'm from like 200 years from the future, and they probably believe me.
I had that same idea, but I was going to go back further.
See, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, you're from 200 years in the future. I'd be like, psych, I'm just from 5 years in the future. whatever it would be, you know.
You guys will get this soon if you can wait long enough and have $500.
Like, I'm actually bringing you good news.
Yeah, you guys can expect this.
Now stay with us because next year's gonna get really hard.
Exactly.
Yeah. Watch out for 2008. It's a doozy.
Then I'll see.
Well, he said you go back to 2000. I was like, watch out for 2001 if you live in America.
True.
I'm in
Think about that.
2001.
9/11.
Yeah.
So I said, next year's gonna be bad. Just hang in there.
For some reason, whenever I hear that, I just think 2011, and it's
Yeah.
not 2011. Still got one in it.
It does still have a
We
one
have
in it.
we actually have
It's got two ones.
We have actually have an alternate timeline Bert here in the studio today. It didn't happen until 2011 in Bert's timeline.
Oh yeah. It's actually in a different time.
Where are you guys? Oh, hold on. I think I parked the DeLorean in a handicap spot.
I think secondly, I would go back to like the 60s and see this time,
Yeah.
like this place, like our hometown, and just check it out because I've always been curious about that sort of thing.
It would just be woods.
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, there's a lot of fucking trees around here. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Boring shit.
We got our start around the 1860s. It'd be cool to see.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't ever see myself. I thought about going to the past, but I don't see myself hanging out maybe longer than 20 minutes. Anyway.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about like settling down for like a couple of months or whatever. I'm just talking about like
I'm gonna go find me a wife, settle down in a log cabin. We're gonna have a good old time. Make
I'm trying
two
to build
babies.
Ted. I'm trying to find a princess in this motherfucker.
I would just take my phone and just like start taking selfies of dinosaurs real quick. Like, I got that one, check it off, and then like go find a pirate. There's another one.
Hey, Blackbeard.
They'd be like, oh, spells of wizards.
I need to follow you on Instagram. That's the case.
Yeah.
You would have the best Instagram account ever.
I don't even know how to use that.
You are from the 90s.
We have an alternate timeline. Today.
Is your door locked? The temporal police might be trying to get in right about now. All right, you go to one of your main ones was pirates.
I want to check out pirates a little bit, man. I want to see. I just want to see like a for real pirate ship.
Yeah.
Raise the flag. Have even see maybe even see like a battle.
I just want to see if they had like the skull and crossbones.
That's what I'm talking about. Like check.
Jolly Roger.
I want to fact check some of this stuff, man.
It's really a black smiley face.
Right?
It's like, hey guys.
Have a nice day. And they're like, wait, we're not bad at all. I would totally want to go.
Candy.
I want to go see dinosaurs for sure.
Yeah.
And then.
Ellen's answers are like an 8-year-old. I want to see fucking pirates and dinosaurs.
I like what I like, and that's what I like. That's right.
That's awesome.
I was about to do the Popeye.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
am what I am, straight sailor pirate.
Yep.
That's great.
And I'll probably like try to distill like a mosquito from dinosaurs and see if we can like
Jurassic Park.
Totally Jurassic Park it. I go talk to Bruce Wayne. He can do whatever he wants. So be like, hey, I got some hamburger to all this up. Go make Jurassic Park because that turns out well every time. But then yeah, I would like to go into the future, pretty far, just to see where the tech goes, how far we go. Really hoping for either Star Trek or Jetsons, man.
Yeah, me too.
Not
I
Mad
like
Max.
both.
Not Mad Max, but it's either going to be Mad Max or Idiocracy. Probably the two things that are most likely to happen.
I put 90% of my shit on Idiocracy.
Yeah. If you've never seen
Sad to
that,
say,
it's Idiocracy is a Mike Judge joint with Luke Wilson.
Yeah,
Where
it's good. It's funny.
he gets he's not that smart of a guy, and it's during. He's the present, say, and he goes into an experiment where he gets frozen, but he's only supposed to be frozen for 1 year. And as soon as he gets frozen, they shut down the project, and it ends up to be like hundreds of years into the future,
years.
and like it wakes up and everybody's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's the smartest man alive. Their IQ test is that toy that you had when you were a kid, and it's like a box with shape holes, and you got to put the like the circle in the circle and the square, and nobody could like, no, I don't know how to do this, and then he just like, seriously, and he just does it, and then he's the smartest man on the planet. So that's the scary future. It's a very funny movie though. So what do you think, Bert? What would you do with the time machine?
I would probably first go to early 1900s London.
Nice.
I don't want to go back to like 1850s because it's really shitty during that time, like Jack the Ripper and all that shit.
No, you don't want a part of that.
And just disease and sewage running through the streets and all that kind of crap. I want to be where it's somewhat civilized and starting, like after the Industrial Revolution, basically.
Sure.
And after that, I would probably go 100 years into the future. I think that's safe. That's about 3 generations.
Yeah. That's enough to see some change.
I think by that time that we should see like a lot of the shit that we have to deal with if our generations keep like dwindling down on the bullshit that we have, like racism, homophobia, all that good stuff. 100 years, I think that should be kind of settled out.
Yeah.
If it's not, I'm going straight back to the mid-1980s. And I'm just planting my ass right there, staying.
That's
And
awesome.
just live through the mid-80s.
Oh, dude, I did not even think. Yeah.
I would go.
That's great. Yeah.
Going back, gonna see Victorian era London, going forward 100 years. And granted, if 100 years in the future is the shit, and we've got DeLoreans, flying cars, like no problems or minimal problems, I'll stay there. But I don't think that's going to be the case. So I'm going back to 1984.
Dude, and you'd be in disguise
there.
because you'd have a DeLorean.
And I would I would not.
What's your name?
I know.
He's that crazy guy that messed up his DeLorean. Look
I
at
know.
that. Does
And
he have
I
all
would
the
go
tech
in.
on it?
I would go into New York. I would live in New York City before it got really awesome. Take my phone with me, so everybody would just be mind blown by it. Wouldn't have Wi-Fi because we didn't have Wi-Fi, but it's still really fucking cool.
Probably around that time, though, in New York City, your ass would get mugged with that phone.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
But I would make a lot of money doing something.
Right, I got you.
Probably selling drugs at that point in New York City.
No phone at first,
No
because
phone
that got
first.
stolen. Then you would have come with these ideas.
Replace it with a beeper.
No, I would go back in time, take my mom's beeper from work, borrow it, leave her an IOU. Your son from the future, I owe you one beeper. You probably won't miss it. These things suck anyway. Take it back to New York City. Use that. Keep this in a safe deposit box in the bank.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind of get my stuff going.
Now you're Bruce Wayning.
And now I'm basically turning myself into Bruce Wayne without the dead parents. And I would be far enough away from me being born in 1984 that the time streams wouldn't cross, and I would be safe. And I would be balling as shit. And I could be able to see like the transition from shitty New York City to awesome New York City, and I could get really good property downtown in Manhattan for dirt cheap and watch that price skyrocket after the city turns awesome.
He's going to build Manning Tower.
Yes.
That's
We
awesome.
put a big M on
Trump can suck my dick.
it. Okay.
There's a timeline out there somewhere where Bert's running for president, and not Donald Trump.
And technically, I believe that's actually a reality. Every time you make a decision, electrons changing state, satellites linking up, another reality's born.
Satellites. Hell yeah.
Satellites are linking up.
Satellites are linking up, laser shooting. All right, that was good.
That was fun.
That was good. That was really fun. All right, and with that, I think we're going to wrap it up for this week. Oh, and the video camera is off. It's
Yep.
showing us the souls of the
think
people that have been blown in.
I think the memory got full there
Yeah.
near that last segment.
So, if you're listening to the podcast, you're lucky.
You got all that? The video
You
people
got all
want?
of it. Yep. So, Jeff got the Thieving Coyote music on. Listen to that.
Yep. Thieving Coyote. Hit them up, Thieving Coyote, Facebook, or it looks like they have a Reverb Nation page, or one time at Bandcamp. They have a Bandcamp page as well. So check them out there. And this is going to be the rest of Space Van.
Yep, we're going to throw that up. And remember to check us out on thegeekiest.com, geekyest.com. Look for our podcast on YouTube. Not YouTube, Jesus.
iTunes.
Look for our podcast on iTunes.
There we go. We'd
It's-
also like to thank Jim for stopping by.
Whoop whoop. Hey guys, thanks for having me.
If we're lucky, he will stop by again. Good guess. We actually like having guests, so it kind of shakes things up.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast is up on iTunes, Facebook /The Geekiest. We're up there too. And on Twitter @The Geekiest, and Gmail, we are thegeekiest@gmail.com. And I think for this week, we are going to sign out. We are your three hosts. I'm Bert,
I'm Alan.
I'm Jeff.
and our special guest.
Jim.
All right, we will see you guys next week. Stay geeky.